start with the 180-day 4-hour chart. And we can see that it's kind of been flat for the last few weeks. And if anything, it's dropping at the moment. Our MACD is also telling us that it's dropping. Let's see how many of these other charts agree with that. This looks like it has a 30-minute chart here. It's already dropped. I don't see signs of it turning up. It has broken through support here. And the 15-minute chart is also showing a big drop. RSI is oversold. And it doesn't show signs of turning up yet either. All right, so actually all of our charts pretty much agree, and it's kind of gone through the support. Let's look at the support again on the 180-day chart. Kind of missed that part. So it looks like it's pretty much sitting right on the support. I drew in a price line right there, and that is exactly where it is right now. So it's broken through the supports on all the shorter term charts. Now we're talking about a big move coming up. I'm going to make a big guess here because it has, and if it breaks through this, which it's showing signs that it will, that orange line coincides with where it's sitting right now. The immediate chart is showing that it's probably going to take a turn up. It might even get up to here, probably more likely to like this resistance level right here. May not even make it above that. Very possibly. Yeah, kind of looking like that. All right, so what do we want to do? We want to short this morning. And I didn't know that until just the last few minutes. All morning long, I've actually been kind of watching it. And it was sitting on this support here, which also coincided with here. And it had not dropped below it until I started this up. So it has made a decision, and it's not even opening bell yet. So I think doing a short at this point is probably going to be a safe bet. Now, as you notice, I didn't put in my bracketed orders yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And the OCO is one cancels the other. And since I'm in a short, I want to do a long to get out of my position. So I'm going to go ahead and set it there, and then I can adjust it here easier. Now, since I'm pretty certain it's going to be dropping, I'm going to set my stops in my limit order pretty far out here. I can get it moved. I know that's a long ways down there, but I think it's pretty likely as well. Now, you just have to kind of figure out how much you really have to lose and how much risk you really want to take. And as the time goes on, I may move this up. If it hesitates in here and looks like it may be going up, I might just get out. But this is a lot of momentum that it's being built up here. So where I have my stop set at 45.25, $375. So that's what I've got my stop set at. And that is about the max loss that I would want for an entire day. So that's a fair amount. I'm going to go ahead and set it there because I'm not too worried. It is severely oversold here. So it's going to have to go up a little bit. But it's already found a resistance level right there again. The thing is, I could set it down here. And that would be, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, between 37 and 40, 78, 39, 40, be like $150. I could set it there and get stopped out. But if it does go up, is probably not going to go above this line right here. And so if it did go up and turned around, I think I would get stopped out and then it would drop faster than I could really react. And so that's why I want it set up so high. May have been a bit premature getting in, but since these agree with each other on the left-hand side of the screen, and it's showing a lot of momentum, I guess I'm not too worried at this moment, even though this short-term chart is showing that it's going up. Another resistance level it could kind of fizzle out at is right here. That's a support level that it formed before. I can go ahead and put in a price line at that point. About there. Extend it to the right. There. So it's possible that I will be getting out here instead of down here. And if you're paying attention, you can see that this is actually my 5th trade of the morning. The first 4 trades I made actually, I lost and I gained, and it actually worked out to be break even, except minus my commissions. As you can see, we're kind of at a decision point right here. I mean, the market is, not me. So what I'm looking at is it's hesitating on this number here. You can see this line here, MACD, it keeps going up and then going down and then going up and then going down. And this is tipped down and it's almost at the middle, but not quite. It could take another leg up, or it could decide that that was as far as it was going to go. It's trying to decide that right now. So it's a 50-50 chance. And the other thing you can see is that my stop is now where the gold SMA is, the 50 SMA. It has tipped down to that point, so I'm pretty happy with where my stop is still. Now I should clarify that the way I'm trading this morning is not typically the way I suggest trading. I'm kind of aiming for a big movement. And normally, I think it's safer to trade little movements and go for, $150, $100 a trade and get out sooner and not sit and wait for a very long time like I'm doing now. The reason that I'm doing it now is because I am seeing some pretty decisive information that is agreeing with each other on the different time frames. And so I'm more sure where it's going at the moment. And so I can trade a bigger movement when I'm so sure. The point could be argued that I should have waited to get in. I pretty much got in close to the bottom there when I knew it was going up because the MACD on the short-term chart said it was going up and the RSI. But I was afraid that I might miss out because there was so much agreement here on the charts that I thought it would move a lot faster than this. And it isn't opening bell quite yet. We've got 2 minutes to go. So I should have maybe waited to get in. Still think I'll be okay though. MACD is starting to lose momentum. The RSI is as well. Very good. All right, now we're at a semi-resistance level there at the last low that it made. Not surprised to see it bounce there. Made a new lower low. And as I drop, I'm going to go ahead and lower my stop, but not too close, because I really don't want to get stopped out. I just want to prevent myself from losing a lot of money. All right, the MACD is telling me that it may be ticking up here. So now I got to think, do I want to go ahead and just get out here? Or do I want to expect it to drop some more. It could possibly get up to here and then I would lose everything that I've made so far. So this is the trick. So if I get that and lower that there. Okay, there we go. I got filled. I'm very happy with that. Okay, now it's dropping some more, so now I want to get my scalp back in here again. I'll wait for it to go up. If it got all the way up to here, up to that line there, I wouldn't be surprised and it still wouldn't be changing direction. However, it would be showing a lot of upward momentum in order to get up that far. Which means two things. It means that it's gained a lot of short sellers up here. It also means that there's a lot of people that are pretty excited about where the market's at and think it's going to go up some more. I mean, I don't know who could look at that chart though and say that it's done dropping or that it's a good market right now, honestly. This is just a little bit of a breather that it's taking. There we go. Go ahead and get in there because I'm seeing a doji form. And I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't quite make it up to that yellow line, honestly. It's hesitating right there. All right, so now this is my second trade of the day. And do I think it's going to hesitate there, or was that the hesitation where it happened there? Let's go ahead and just hope for the best. I'll put this down here. And at this point, if it went above that right there, I would not really want to be in there. All right, MACD is looking like it's curling over. It's looking good. This is at 50. It's got enough momentum now. It's gone up far enough. It will probably drop to this point and then hesitate. And that is, for me, 100, 200, and a little over 250. So, honestly, at 939, making that much, I'd be happy with that. Exit order a little bit higher. If you look at the MACD, I think it's just beginning its drop, and I think it's worth hanging on. You have to ask yourself both questions. What makes me think it's going down? And I can see that here. But you also have to ask if it is, what makes you think it might be going up? You have to try to see both sides constantly because there is the potential for both. It's never 100% sure one way or the other. And if you are constantly thinking and get locked into the position that, you think it's going down, and then it starts doing something else, that's when you start moving your stops and doing stupid stuff. So I allowed myself to get stopped out because it went up a little higher than I was expecting. So now I'm watching out for the potential that it may be changing course a little bit. I haven't lost all my profits, but I lost a good chunk of them. And I could have just stopped back then. But for the fact, I usually try to stop at 10, so I've got a little bit more time yet. And I'm pretty certain about the direction that it's going. All right, I'm pretty happy actually with where the stop and the limit is actually already set. The MACD has actually gone above the average line, so it's gained a lot of momentum. The RSI as well. It's rare for it to get up that high when it's sat down trending. The other thing that I was just looking at here, this is also a little bit concerning to me. If you look at the peaks of the RSI, this is way higher, but your price action is not showing the same thing. So that means that there is a divergence. The momentum is building, And so it's possible we'll see a swing and then it might go up. So that just means that I maybe want to make a more conservative trade here. It's very possible it will drop below that if I was right the first time and we're just in a downtrend. However, I do think it'll bounce off that point and I could get another opportunity to make another trade. I'm not seeing any movement to the upside on the MACDs. As I said, I'm not surprised that it's bouncing off that point. Okay, there we go. Probably got to. There we go. Okay, I've made up some of my losses. Now I'm waiting for a bounce or a drop to tell me kind of what the next move is going to be. Now, these divergences on the really short-term scale usually don't amount to like a lot of big movement, but some. I mean, it's something to watch out for. Those divergences are really more critical to see on the larger time frames. Ooh, that is a ton of sell orders down there. So as you can see, it almost went down to the low that it had before. And the MACD has dropped all the way over here again. I do not want to go long at this point because the likelihood of it not going up very far is good and to be fast. But going short's not such a whoopee idea either. This is better, okay. We've actually broken our low now, so that's encouraging. Okay, it's showing a lot of down now, so let's go ahead and make a short. All right, let's lock in some profits here. Ah. Oh dear, I got filled. Not sure exactly which fill it was, but yeah, I got stopped out. But it may have actually taken the stop before I moved it again. Let's see. And it's not showing up yet. Well, whatever happened, I'm not sure, but we could do one more short. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's filled. So I am maybe being a little bit too greedy and trying to execute my orders. And I should be getting out when it hesitates a little bit more. Like here, if I got out here, that would be an awesome trade, honestly, and I should be happy with that probably. Alright, so I'm going to flatten there, which makes a market order. Stick it up quickly. Alright, so now let's figure out our totals here. So we say 487.50 minus, now on paper trading, I believe it's 688 per trade times 9 trades. So I've actually made only 425.58. You can only make so many trades without getting kind of burned out. Your brain gets fried and then you start making bad decisions. And that is a really good profit for today. So there it is.